I did it too soon. I'm gonna get it right in 2022. I'm gonna try to, or at least maybe our production person can join us again because he does this well. I don't. How you guys doing? Welcome to It's On. I'm your girl, Living Excuse Faith. I got my homegirl Wendy with me. If
Hi.
not, we're talking about our top ten best Christmas movies of all.
Ever.
Okay. We
Ever.
kind of got some of the same ones on our list. I have mine in order. Wendy, I didn't do it in the correct order. You know
That's
how
fine.
sometimes we do it the last to the first.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know how
That's
you.
fine.
Okay, I did it wrong because my brain is
Th-
scrambled. Very.
Look,
Um, I'm on this
you are
brain. It's so good. It's very very good. Um. So yeah.
girl. I need
Um.
some wine myself.
Good. I am on it. I'm going. I got to go to the liquor store tomorrow because I need some real liquor, some real liquor in my system. Because I'm off one more day. Praise God. Hallelujah. And then I will be back. And work for 2 days, and then Christmas Eve through the Monday after Christmas, I am off. So I have another 4 day trek here, and then I go back to work. I like my little vacation time, my little days off. I like it.
Well, with us, with the state and stuff, we're off Thursday and Friday since Christmas
Uh huh.
is on a Saturday. And then we're going to be off the 30th, the 31st, which is that Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the 3rd, which is my birthday, we're going to be off. That's a holiday for the first. So,
Have off for your birthday.
I always I take off on my birthday anyway.
Y'all
And
are able to do that.
I will be off from December 31st, and I won't return back to work until January 10th.
Good old fact. Where you going?
I'm not, you know what? If it wasn't for Joshua having to go to school, I would have been somewhere. I would have been somewhere. But because I'm the only one that, that takes Joshua to school and stuff.
Girl, I'm saying like one weekend, we need to go to like West
Well, a
Memphis.
friend of
I mean, West
mine,
Memphis.
one of my Mary Kay sisters, we're gonna go to Nashville that Saturday after my birthday
Mm-hmm,
for the day
mm-hmm.
and just hang out and do some stuff, go to some malls and do some stuff.
Girl,
I got a couple of friends that lives in Nashville as well.
okay.
And so, you know.
That'd be cool because I need hot springs. I need to take a weekend to go to hot springs and get in the hot springs. Um, I want to either do like a girls trip or I need a babe so we can be in the springs together. I think that would be cool. I need a vacation away from folks, people. I do.
Mhm.
That's how I feel. All right, so we're gonna get into this episode. Top 10 Christmas movies. And first, we only are going to review two shows. One, because we are not going to get to review the last episode of Insecure.
We can when we get back.
We can when we get back. They actually are gonna have a documentary too that will air, I think, that night as well about the last season of Insecure.
Hmm.
We're definitely gonna watch it. Cause hello, Cisa. This
I,
episode right
I
here.
can already tell you my prediction.
What?
Her little boy gonna get back with Lawrence.
I don't think so. I think that situation showed her it's too little too late. Like he had all this time, he could have reached out to her. And the only reason why he reached out to her was because she reached out to him.
Hmm.
Um, he's what did Chad say? I love Chad. Chad said he's a sitting on the dock of the bay type of nigga. That's what he said.
Ah, I fell out on that. I said,
Woo!
wow.
I miss Chad is the hot Chad and the Crip. What's his name? Oh my God, what's his name? The blood. Is it blood or Crip? I can't remember which one he is, but he pronounces everything with a B, so he's a blood. Um, that was from the first few seasons. He stayed in the dunes with Issa. And of course Issa moved, and I think she ended up when she moved, she ended up seeing him in one of her Uber rides or whatever. Um, but at any rate, um, I miss those two characters because they brought that comic relief and they were on it, and I love it. And of course, I love her brother. I love that her brother is back here with us. So on episode 8, this is the going away party for Tiffany and Derek. They are moving to Denver, Colorado. That we recognized or were told a couple of episodes ago that Derek took on a job with a promotion, and that he was going to be doing his thing in Denver. They needed the money. It was going to be fine, especially if they're going to expand their little family. So they were moving. Tiffany doesn't seem 100% thrilled about it, but she's going along with it because she knows that it's what's best for their family. They are gearing up to go to this party, this going away thing. Molly and Torian have a moment in the hallway, where the
and then they try to act like, girl, you better hug him.
Come on, his promotion. He gonna be partner. You deserve it. And they was like,
they fucking.
Yeah. Yes, they are. And so that was too funny. But I like that Torian came with her to the party. Let me tell y'all something. Torian is my type of date. Okay.
He wanted to get high.
Understand, because of course he know Molly and them, that's what they do. They get high. Okay. When they get together, especially Kelly. Kelly will tell you in a minute. I listen, I'm on edibles right now. She'll let you know he had the good stuff because it didn't take long for them edibles to kick in. So you see the craziness of the edibles. But before we get to the party, because we're gonna talk about that because it was hilarious. Before we get to the party, Lawrence is at Chad's house and he's in the process of looking for places to stay. He's like, I want it to be perfect. Chad was like, okay, dog. But you being too picky, basically, you need to find a place. You know, this is a buyer's market. They're gonna snatch the places up.
And you know what? Okay, one thing that I like in the beginning when Issa and Dude was trying to, I don't even know his name, girl. Nathan. I'm so sorry. Nathan, yeah, I be forgetting his name.
I don't know his name.
Girl, I be forgetting his name. That's how big. But anyway, they was looking at apartments, and then when they decided they wanted the application, I already rented this apartment out, but y'all was too happy. I didn't want to miss it.
Sir, bye.
And how they both was just yelling at the guy at the same time. I said, okay.
Right. It's a buyer's market. Even with apartments, they're snatching them up quick. If somebody got the money, they're going to take the person who has the money to get the place. So, they were going to keep looking. Lawrence is also looking for a place to stay. He's sitting down with Chad, telling Chad he don't think he's going to Tiffany and Derek. Chad was like, why? He said, well, really, those are really Issa's friends. Because he went to Georgetown. They all went to Stanford together.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's like, those, but really Derek has adopted you. You know, you dated Issa for 5 years. And even after y'all broke up, you were still involved in Derek's life. So why wouldn't you want to go see your boys party like that? Because you're afraid you're going to run into Issa. So he talked about that. He was like, man, he said, did you fight for her? You just let the girl walk off. You should be cool with the decision that was made because you allowed her to make the decision for y'all. Well, she didn't want to be a stepmama. She didn't want to play that game. Okay, but y'all could have worked it out. It wasn't anything that you could have worked out. If you really wanted the relationship with her, you should have fought for it. I feel like too much time has passed by.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna see.
I agree with you, I agree wholeheartedly with you, but that's not gonna happen.
I don't think she's gonna be with anybody. I think in
I
the end,
do.
Issa is going to be with Issa until she finds somebody who is gonna be on her level. I think her and Nathan are playing house, but I really believe that Nathan's not a great fit for her either. Although he's got help
Uh-uh.
for his bipolar
But
tendencies, what
he
have you,
still got issues though.
he still ain't there. Now keep in mind, let me say this. That boy being at that party, now she didn't know that Lawrence was gonna be there, but that boy being at that party messing with him, and rightfully so, because she was in a relationship with him for a while, and that was the guy, they were apart for a minute, they got back together, just crazy stuff, that type of situation. So with that being said, if you will, they go to the party together. Lauren shows up with condolences. I have to call her that. And the baby, which a lot of people were questioning, why was Condola even at the party? Condola and Tiffany are co-workers. Everybody seems to forget that. They are co-workers. Lawrence and Derek are boys. So, hey, we're going to go see them out. Them coming together, I think maybe they were saving gas money because Condola and Lawrence are not together. They are just co-parenting, and they have a co-parenting situation going on because Lawrence is not staying with Condola and the baby. He comes and sees the baby, comes to takes care of his son. But that's the extent of their relationship, and they made that decision, which is very adult of them. Um,
Mm.
so Easter sees them, Nathan sees them. So already Nathan is agitated. His co-worker, somebody said that was his cousin. I was confused because he said his cousin locked himself out and needed the key. Not the cousin, his co-worker locked himself out of the barber shop and needed the key. And I was like, no, that's the co-worker, not the cousin. And the co-worker was ready to set it off at the party. He was like, no, we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna be all right. Thank you though for being down for the cause. Thank you for being ride or die. Here go the key. Go on to the barber shop for you get us in trouble. Well, Nathan and Lawrence had a moment because Tiffany wanted to have a moment with the girls. Let me back up. Torian and mother shows up to the party. Torian brings some edibles. He brought uncomfortable now because he didn't realize, he thought it was gonna be a going away party, but he didn't realize it was gonna be like this grand event. Somebody was like, we can take them together. Come on. They take the edibles.
And get hungry.
Baby, first of all, it took, let me say this. It took not but a few seconds for their edibles to kick in. So they were already acting crazy. They were acting stupid. So all the guys get together with Derek and they're talking and they're having um a conversation about like the food and the differences in the food from Colorado and LA. And Derek is like, the barbecue, and I'm California. Let me say this right now. My mom is from California. Y'all ain't known for y'all barbecue. I don't even know why there was a conversation. Because that ain't what y'all known for. Tex-Mex, maybe, avocado toast, sure. Baja burgers, why not? Barbecue, no.
No.
Okay. So Nathan was like, no, y'all ain't really known for y'all barbecue. And he was like, well, I'm from Houston. They was like, yeah, Houston. Yeah, they do got good barbecue. And then Lawrence was like, well, no, I really still think California got the best barbecue. I need y'all to broaden your horizons because no, California does not. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to tell you how I know, but I'm going to tell you that California ain't got good barbecue. That ain't what y'all know.
Y'all may be known for the earthquakes, but not the barbecue.
But barbecue, you are not. So, he and Lawrence are going back and forth. While they're going back and forth, Tori was like, you know what? I'm gonna order some barbecue right now. So he on his Uber Eats app trying to go and order some barbecue. Y'all want some barbecue? Because he high. And he keeps smelling the macaroni balls, which the macaroni balls are there, but for whatever reason, him and Molly can't never catch the macaroni ball. It was funny. It was hilarious. So Nathan, he kind of walks away from that situation. Um, Easter, they're getting a drink or whatever. They have a little conversation. Nathan is agitated. She can clearly tell that he's agitated. Um, she they
I
have
think you know what? I think he got agitated with her because she knew that Lawrence had moved back and didn't tell him.
but she haven't been talking to Lauren, so I don't understand what the problem was with that.
I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
But you know, with him and his bipolar mind, he's
I
thinking
just found
something
out that
else.
that man moved back on social media, which is how she found out he moved back. He didn't call her when he got back to say, "Hey, I moved back. Let's work it out."
Right.
He haven't been.
But
He
but
haven't,
but 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 my thing is he doesn't know that.
right.
So he's thinking probably that she's been talking to him.
All I had to do was ask. If you're taking your medication, logically, you should have just asked. That's just my thought process. So he gets real agitated. Um, Miley and Torian finds the macaroni ball
And
on
they
the
tear them
table,
up.
where the catering, the waiters and waitresses or the servants for the evening are coming. They found the room where the food was. Um, and they get a hold to the macaroni balls and some more stuff that they was murking at the table, and then they saw the server get ready to come back and get another tray. So they hide, but they take some macaroni balls with them. Well, at that point, Molly and Torian gets busy in the little storage closet at the parents' house. Um, Prior to that, Molly runs into a familiar face, Dro. She casually, and probably because she's high, very matter of factly says, "Hey, so this is Dro. Um,
Him and his wife had an open
open
relationship.
relationship. I was a part of the open relationship. We used to date. And then we didn't date no more." And Tori was like, "Okay, cool. Glad you told me. Great. Sounds good." It was real casual. I feel like when you have conversations like that, I think it's best to be high because it was just so matter of fact. It was just so casual, so laissez faire.
But you
Um,
know what song came through my head every time I saw them? I was gonna go to work, but I got high.
I promise, because they were higher than kites. Um, so I like that casual exchange. Joe was like, "Okay, I don't know what's going on, but great. I'm gonna go back over here to my date. I holler." A lot of people are wondering why Dro was there because Dro and Molly grew up. They stayed across the street from each other. So I didn't see Dro invited into the or infiltrated into the mix until he and Molly were dating. And then when he and Molly were dating, I think he might have been at the baby shower, but that was it. So my thought process behind that is I think Derek collected him as a guy friend. That's what I think happened. And he
They
just,
was like, we need some more guys in this infiltration.
that's what I feel like happened. Um, so there's that. And then the girls decide that they are going to make it a point to at least come together for each other's birthdays. So Tiffany and Derek are gonna travel back to LA for Molly's birthday because Molly's birthday is coming up. And then after Molly's birthday, the girls are gonna go to Denver and help Tiffany celebrate her birthday because her birthday is afterwards. So they kind of make that pact. Um, they also discovered that Molly is high because Molly's still acting crazy. And Kelly said, "Why you ain't tell me so that I could get high with you?" I'm just saying. Kelly also had some champagne. They was like, "So I thought you weren't drinking." She said, "Champagne, this ain't real alcohol." This ain't real alcohol. So at the end, or towards the end of the episode, Lawrence decides he scares Poe Issa. He decides to have a conversation with Issa about how he feels like they could have worked it out and they should work it out and that sort of thing. And she was like, "Yeah, no, we can't work it out."
And I can't. What?
Yes, Myra, we missed you, girl. Yeah, yes, we hollered too. I literally hollered. And so he's trying to express to her, or try to, not be a sitting on the bay, nigga, or sitting on the dock of the bay, nigga. And so he can't help, don't have to be a sitting on the bay, nigga. He just sitting on the dock of the bay, nigga. I'm sorry, like Chad said. He wanted to go ahead and take that moment. He took the moment, and Nathan walks up on them. And he was like, man, we was just talking. She was like, no, we weren't. Yes, he was. And then he and Nathan about to throw bowls at the party. They had to be separated. Torian and Molly come from the closet. They just got through doing the do. And
Lawrence was out of pocket if for no other reason that making things awkward for Issa. Mm-hmm. He was trying to be on some big D energy type ish. You are right.
He was. He absolutely was. That was not the time or the place, especially when you see her with another man, you're going to get the courage to do that then. That's trifling and that ain't right. So whereas I've seen some growth in Lawrence, I don't think you have completely and totally grown. Nathan also showed how insecure he was because, again, he already agitated about the situation. Issa's trying to check on him. He yells at her, and Molly was like, "Are you okay?" And of course, Issa looked like she want to cry. Because what do you do in this situation? What do you do?
What do you do?
The prediction, Wendy says that she feels like Issa's gonna end up with Lawrence. Mm-hmm. I feel like Issa's gonna end up by herself. She's gonna focus on growing her brand and her company, and she's gonna have it fuck them niggas energy. That's how I feel.
I'm hardly ever wrong with my predictions.
You right, but I got a feeling you wrong this time. Hey, can I have some more of this? Thank you.
Shall we make a little wager?
I ain't got no money. It's Christmas.
Well, it can be after Christmas.
It's Christmas. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe we need to do something.
Well, Myra is agreeing with you.
That's what I think. I think she's going to focus on. I think she's going to choose her and not Lawrence. I don't need her to choose either one of them anyway. Neither one of them are what she needs. You know what I'm saying?
Lawrence is her big.
Lawrence may very well be her big, but do I think Issa's about to be carrying this situation? No. It's the most unsatisfying ending ever. Here's my thing, and I want y'all to hear me out, and then we're gonna move on to the next show. Speaking of big, I do not think that all shows need to end with a woman ended up with a guy. I just don't. I like to see something different. Choose you, boo. That's what I need you to do. Choose you. It might be unsatisfying for us because we want to see her with somebody, but I think she needs to focus on growing her brand and growing her career. Does that mean Lawrence is included in that? Maybe somewhere down the line, maybe. But as of right now, I don't think she needs to choose either one of them. That's just my thought process behind it. I don't know. Okay. That's my opinion. All right. We gonna get on to the next one now. Y'all know, before we get started on this next one, y'all do know that this is our last show for the year, so we won't review this show for another 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. We won't do a review of the last show and the documentary for 2 weeks because this is the series finale, and we definitely want to finish this out. So here we go, and just like that.
Yeah.
So Sherry is not sleeping at all.
She's not sleeping. The ghost, his ghost. I guess his ghost is getting to her, but it's the day that she has to hear the wheel and everything. I don't know what she got out of it because it never said what she got out of it.
What she got, but I'm sure he took care of her and made sure And she doesn't necessarily. She probably doesn't have to work.
She really don't.
She probably
And then
don't. She probably
and
didn't
then
at
she
that
about to
point.
sell that penthouse, so she about to be really in some money.
I
But
think she
anyway,
is going to sell the penthouse because I think she found the solution to her problem in this episode. But Carrie and the girls are back in a show or a sequel to Sex in the City called And Just Like That. Um, oh my God, let me back up. Insecure guys, make sure y'all check out the last episode of the series finale on HBO Max Sunday, this upcoming Sunday at 9 o'clock. Make sure y'all check that out. And just like
okay. So and just
yeah,
like that, Carrie, Miranda is representing her because Miranda is a lawyer. And so they went to go read the will.
mm-hmm.
And so they're going through some of the stuff and come to realize Big left Natasha $1 million. And she's like, what? What is going on? I'm not understanding why he's leaving her $1 million. And so she's trying to get in touch with Natasha to figure what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
This girl was stalking Natasha,
Stalking
her. Her
Why
Instagram got blocked. She emailed her, figured out where she worked, went to her job. But then I think when she finally really like gave it up and went to this coffee shop, she didn't know Natasha was gonna be there. Of course, Natasha was there. And so they end up having a talk.
They did.
And she apologized. She apologized to Natasha for what she did. And I think Carrie really needed that.
Yeah.
Because Carrie tried to, and it didn't work in one of the episodes of Sex in the City. She tried to apologize to Natasha, but that didn't work.
When Natasha caught her, or was that after Natasha caught her?
It was after Natasha caught her.
Because I remember
Natasha was on a date with some guy and she was trying to talk to her. Yeah.
I think the audacity, Carrie. The audacity.
But technically, but she said it. Natasha said, I don't understand why he married me. He was always in love with her. So I think in a way, Natasha always knew.
Right. Absolutely.
So, but I was like, okay. So Miranda, I think they're going to make Miranda turn into a lesbian.
I think so.
Because she's already one in real life. So
yeah, she is one in real life. So Miranda has been married to her husband, and she makes a revelation to poor what's the other baby's name? Charlotte. While they're in the coffee shop waiting on Carrie as she stalks poor Natasha. She makes a revelation saying that they had not had sex in years. And they've been content with just hanging out and eating ice cream and watching documentaries on Netflix. And Charlotte is like, oh my God, y'all ain't having sex? Oh Jesus. So they all go out to Shay, who is technically Carrie's boss, on the podcast, go to her comedy show. When they go to her comedy show, Shay does an excellent job, and they go backstage and kind of say hi and bye, and then the girls decide they leave, and of course, Carrie and Charlotte stay kind of on the same side of town, and Miranda, I think is Miranda in Brooklyn.
Yes.
Miranda's in Brooklyn. So, she is waiting on another ride or Uber or something to take her home. But instead of her taking that Uber, she stays behind to talk to Shay. So we're gonna see how that unfolds. That's gonna be quite interesting. Also, Charlotte's daughter is, I think, trying to come out to her
as non-binary, like she doesn't want to be called her or him.
And she goes to talk to Mario, and he was like, okay, what you want me to do about it? And that makes me think about the joke that Dave Chappelle makes about the old gays and the new gays. and so Mario was like, she's a child. She doesn't know what she wants. So, Charlotte is trying to be supportive. And he was like, what I know she needs is some deodorant. She needs to take a shower. That's what she needs to do.
I think I fell out on that part. I was like,
rolling.
he's so honest, and it's so brutally honest.
It's very brutal. It's
but I
brutal.
love it. I love it. I live for it.
Yeah.
He is my friend in my head.
In my head, yeah, absolutely. So here we are. That's in just like that. You can catch that on Thursdays on HBO Max. It's streaming now. You can catch up with the first 3 episodes. We can't wait to see episode 4. All right, here we go. Now, Charmaine, well, we almost took your part. I don't know if she's still on here or not. These are the top 10 shows that I saw on a poll for IMDb. They have a lot of the Disney shows on here. So let me tell you what the top 10 are, and then I'm gonna let Wendy tell me what she thinks probably don't belong on this list, what she would put in its place, that sort of thing. So the top 10 that they have is WandaVision, Low Key, Squid Game, The Winter Soldier, or The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Bridgerton, The Walking Dead, The Mayor of Easttown, Shadow and Bone, Cobra Kai, and Lucifer. Now, in my defense, before I give I have seen Wanda, Low Key, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Bridgerton, Squid Game. I watched a lot of this. I have not seen the recent season of The Walking Dead. After they killed Carl, I was done. I have never seen The Mayor of Easttown. I have never seen Shadow and Bone. I have seen every episode of Cobra Kai, and I've never seen Lucifer. So I'm gonna let Wendy go first. Tell me, what do you think needs to go on this list, and what number do you think it should be?
Well, of course, Bridgerton should be number 1. To me. I did not watch WandaVision.
It was good.
Because I'm not a Marvel person. Like, I was at the movies with my son and watching Endgame, and I was like, okay, this is all Japanese to me. But dang it.
You and that light.
I know. Haven't seen Low Key either. I haven't seen Winter Soldiers. I don't watch Walking Dead. The only thing I've seen on here is Squid Game and Bridgerton.
Oh wow! So you have a list then.
So right, if that's what they say,
I'm gonna take, like I said, I'm gonna take The Walking Dead off. I'm gonna take The Mayor of Easttown off. I'm gonna take Shadow and Bone and Lucifer off. I've seen everything else. What I would put on here is Manifest. I would definitely put Manifest on this list.
Clickbait.
I have not seen Clickbait.
You have seen Clickbait.
I'm sorry. I have seen Clickbait. My bad. With old fine boy from Entourage. Yes. I have Clickbait does belong on this list. I'm going to stick with our This Is Us. I'm trying to think of what else. I can't think right now. But I think those shows deserve to be on the list. And maybe in the new year, we can create some lists of top 10 shows of 2021 and then make some predictions of what we want to see. Now, keep in mind, when we come back, we will have all new shows in the lineup. We're going to do our last review of Insecure. We're definitely going to keep reviewing and Just Like That. And then we are going to go on to review. We're probably going to take a break from the reality shows. We're going to watch the first couple of episodes of Married at First Sight and see how we feel about that. Portia, I think, might still be on. The Salt Lake City ladies should be wrapping up real soon, I hope. Because right now they're arguing over who was talking behind the ladies' Jen's back and who was not. So we'll see. We'll have all new lineup. We got new shows that
and who cares? Number one.
Yeah, we don't care.
I'm like,
I just want to see whether or not she want to jail. That's all I want to see. Like jail for real. Locked up, won't let me out. Jail. But those are the top 10 shows according to IMDb. We will have our list ready for you guys next next year. All right, so Charmezy, I don't know if you're on here or not, but we're gonna start with your top 10 list. I don't know if Charmaine's on here. Charmaine, type if you on here, honey. Um, so Charmaine, who was supposed to be on here tonight, but she wasn't able to join us this evening. Her
Oh, she's here. She's here.
Okay. Uh okay. So Charmaine's top 10 list, I'm thinking number one was the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Number two, Jingle All the Way. Number three, Elf. Number four, Jingle Jangle, which I love Jingle Jangle. It was really, really good. Number five, White Christmas. And number six, This Christmas. Number seven, the Jim Carrey's version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Number eight, Home Alone. Number nine, Best Man Holiday. And number 10, A My Dear's Christmas. I would like to know, Charmaine, why did you pick these movies for your top 10? And if you had to pick one of these to actually kick off your holiday season, what movie can you not go without seeing during the holiday season that lets you know it's Christmas? I can have my Christmas now. We're going to wait on her response.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do, 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 do,
I think my child forgot to bring my wine back over here too.
do.
Oh, I didn't actually put them in order, but This Christmas. Okay, This Christmas, that's fair. I like it.
Yeah, it was okay.
I like This Christmas. It was cool. They didn't know the little brother could sing. The sister was trying to take the car. She whooped that man with that belt, with that box.
Man, that was the funniest part. That was the funniest part when she whooped him with the belt.
Oh my God. I was
and with the baby powder, with the baby oil.
Yes. And drove that car off of the
He said, "Where's the car? Where's the car? In the LA River. The what? The LA River."
For real. All right, Wendy. You're up.
Okay. So my top 10 is A Christmas Story. Mm-hmm. That's my number one. Four Christmases. That's number two. Mm-hmm. You got them in the order.
They're from first, normally when you do a countdown like this, you start from the
yeah, okay. Okay. So number 3 for me is the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Number 4 is A Wonderful Life. Number 5 is Elf.
I'm sorry.
Number 6 is Polar Express. And Old School Santa Claus Is Coming to Town. And then you can't have Christmas without A Charlie Brown's Christmas. And then you have The Holiday, and then top it off, the Best Man Holiday. Now, the one movie that I have to watch, and I know it's Christmas, is A Christmas Story. It comes on Christmas Eve at 7 o'clock on TNT and TBS for 24 hours. Yeah. So you're going to have to watch at least one time. Yeah. My favorite part, and I think everybody's favorite part, is when the dude stuck his tongue on that pole.
Oh my God, and got stuck. Oh God. I was like, what is he? Oh God, you're going to get stuck, baby. You're going to get stuck.
And then at the end part, after the dogs and ate the turkey and stuff like that, they went to the Chinese restaurant, and those Chinese folks were trying to sing "Wreck the Walls with Boughs of Worry."
Oh my God!
Wow.
The Santa Claus, when they went to go see Santa Claus at the mall.
Oh, and when he cussed, when he cussed, it sounded like he said fudge, but that's not what he said.
And she
Oh,
made him wash his mouth out with soap.
and he told it on he blamed his best friend and heard his best friend get just murdered from the house. I mean, it was just they didn't need to have the second Christmas story, a Christmas story. They made a sequel to it.
I didn't watch it.
Oh,
I'm an original girl. Some things sequels should not be made.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I don't have my whole list on here because duplicates. So I'm gonna start from my number one and work my way all the way to the end. I just put a couple of the posters up here of some of the movies. So my very favorite Christmas movie is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original cartoon version. I love Jim Carrey and I do like that version, but he ain't in my top 10. Number two is Home Alone. I'm gonna say Home Alone 1 and 2. After Kevin, it kind of went downhill after that. Now the new one,
hold on.
Disney Plus is cute.
Yes, hold on, but okay. The part on the second part when the dude electrocuted and then they showed the skeleton.
Yes, I love
that
it.
Every time it gets me. Every time.
I love it. The newer one that they just came out with on Disney Plus is cute, but they ain't no Kevin. Let me say that right now. They ain't no Kevin. Okay. So this Christmas is number 3. A Christmas Story is number 4. Elf is number 5. A Charlie Brown Christmas is number 6.
Christmas time is here.
Oh, It's a Wonderful Life is number 7. Scrooged. I love all forms of A Christmas Carol. I want you to know that right now.
Even the Jim Carrey edition.
Even the Jim Carrey one, because that's how my Christmas, I have to see Scrooge at some point in juncture. I got to see him. But Scrooged with Bill Murray is my absolute favorite because it's comedic. Is I love it. It's funny. Best Man Holiday is number 9, and Almost Christmas is number 10. Almost Christmas, when that girl was at that table.
Girl, who you calling a dumb bitch? You dumb bitch.
You're gonna be a dead bitch. That girl Lonnie. I would love to meet your grandma, Helen. Oh, you want to meet your grandma? I'm gonna go get grandma. Don't go get grandma, baby. Don't go get grandma. They was passing the picture around the table, and they told the kids, "Hey, y'all get her. Y'all go downstairs." But we ain't seen the picture yet. Go. They said,
didn't they sneak like the iPad so they could watch it back?
Yes, It was so funny. I loved it. And Poe done it. Donald Glover. Danny Glover kept saying, "I'm too old for this ish. I'm too old." Oh, I love it. So, like I said, Scrooge is what I would absolutely have to watch for it to be Christmas for me. I absolutely love Christmas movies. I watch all the little cheesy ones. We talked about that on Lifetime and Hallmark and Netflix and on BET and Hulu has some little Christmas movies too.
I'm happy that I can watch A Christmas Story now on HBO Max with no commercials. I can watch It's a Wonderful Life on Amazon Prime with no commercials. My favorite part on It's a Wonderful Life is when they are at the gym, at the dance, and they're doing the Charleston.
Open it up because of the pool. Yeah.
Yes, you know the guy that opened it up is the dude that played Alfalfa.
Right, you told me that.
Yeah. I think that was one of his last movies and stuff. Okay. Yeah. I just felt sorry for him because he had dreams and he wanted to see the world, and that was his thing. He wanted to see the world.
Right. Absolutely.
And just circumstances just kept him
Have to be
there.
there for your family. A lot of times when you have family situations that take place, you want to be there for your family. He ended up taking over the family's business. And how many times do we as kids do that? We take over the family business and we push our dreams to the side, and you feel like lost in a lot of respects because you are staying behind to do whatever for the family. It doesn't necessarily have to be taking over family business, but it could also be having to care for a sick parent or having to make sure that certain things with the family are taken care of, and you put yourself aside to deal with other people, other people's dreams and stuff. So that's just my thought process behind it. I do love that in the end, when the chips were down, everybody came together in the town because they knew who he was. I'm glad that he saw that he was wanted and he was loved by everybody. I do.
And then his life mattered, because if he wasn't alive, then things wouldn't have happened.
Absolutely.
His brother would have fell and died in their water.
Yep. Yep. Mary would have never married. Oh wow. And then Best Man Holiday is so sad. Oh God.
I remember I was just telling my friend about it. When I saw it, I went to the movies with my friend Jarita, and we watched it. And that was when Ren was alive when I watched it. Ren was alive at that time. And so I watch it, and I'm like Niagara Falls. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, she died, and he was like, "It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right." I'm like, I'm just in my feelings because I had just lost my dad that season too. So he was like, "Oh my gosh, you are an emotional wreck." But it was just, I kind of wanted her to just make it.
But I think they both knew as well. He kept saying, "Well, we're gonna keep fighting it," and she was like, "Baby, understand, I'm tired. I'm tired. This is a lot. This is a whole lot." So yeah.
And at the end, when they did the funeral and stuff, okay, how did you like Anthony Hamilton and Marsha Ambrosius? If I say her name wrong, I don't know. Their rendition of Stevie Wonder's ass.
I liked it. It was their version. It wasn't Stevie's. I mean, I don't think anybody can come and do Stevie Wonder. Oh my God. I enjoyed it because I like both of them as singers. They were asked to come and do it, and then Terrence Howard was up there on the guitar, fake playing. I think he plays the guitar for real in real life, but I just thought that was interesting that he sat up there on the guitar while she was playing the piano and singing, and he was singing.
And then,
go ahead.
And then I said the part that really got me is when he watched
it was
okay.
It was absolutely It's a Wonderful Life is a classic. Best Man Holiday is one of my favorites, but it was kind of sad. Yeah.
Yeah, when she was going down to the ground and you saw him breaking down.
Yeah.
And his friend was like, "I gotta be there for him."
Yeah.
I gotta be there for him.
Yeah.
It was just Yeah. Okay.
And let me say this: Jordan always getting that man in trouble. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. Jordan is always getting that man in trouble. Always, I tell you. Jordan did the mock-up so that he could do the presentation for Lance for the book. The reason why any of them read the book was because Jordan got the advanced copy of it and passed it around her group of friends. Jordan, you messy girl. You messy.
Real messy.
Oh Lord.
When homegirl water broke. Harbor! Go get your girl.
You know nothing about birthing no babies.
And you know what? I be saying that too. When people ask me stuff, I say, I know nothing about birthing no babies. And they look at me like I'm crazy. I'm
I
just
don't know.
saying. I
I
know
didn't
nothing
deliver
about
mine,
Buffalo
so
babies.
I didn't deliver mine at all. Um, my friend Mia normally, and due to COVID, she hasn't had for the last couple of years. But she normally has a Grinch party every year that we go to, and it's so fun. We dress up with the sweaters of Grinch or some type of Grinch attire. And she has a DJ, and we have food, and everything is green colored. I gave her the idea to do the Jolly Rancher shot glasses. It's off and fun. She does it every year. Like I said, due to COVID, we hadn't been doing it. Um, but I missed that time. Gatherings, are there any gatherings that prior to COVID that you guys had or went to with friends? It could be with coworkers, it could be a part of your team, anything like that that you did for the holidays that's really significant.
Well, we know we used to do, at DHS in my unit, we used to go and mm, interesting. We used to go and have dinner and stuff with, before Sharon passed away and
Mm-hmm.
everything. And it was so eerie because the last party that we went to was 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and it was at the steakhouse in South Haven.
Mm-hmm.
And Sharon actually, I ain't asked you nothing, Siri. Dang.
Siri says she's listening.
So Sharon got everybody 2020. See, you can look at it.
Oh,
Mouse pad with our names on it. And you see,
uh-huh.
even though it's 2021, I
Right.
still carry it because that's the last gift. She used to give us great gifts. She
Right.
gave us champagne bottles, champagne glasses one year, got us one of those small crock pots with its doubles, those double ones.
Mm-hmm.
And she used to give us such great gifts.
Yeah.
And she said, next year, y'all, it's gonna be a good gift. I had a lot of things going on. And then that Tuesday, she got hit by a drunk driver face on, and it killed her on the spot. So that was the last time I went to a party, like,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Um, that is sad. Oh, I hate that. I want people to be responsible during the holidays too. Like, with your drinking, I know I try to drink at home. If I'm gonna drink somewhere, I need to make sure close by there's a bed. So I won't drink and drive,
Hmm.
or drink
But
um
I mean, but the thing is, if she was on Jackson, like she was about to go onto the expressway because she was going to go, her and her daughter-in-law, and her daughter-in-law died a year later due to those complications. And so, okay, hold on, my computer's needing charging, and so I don't see how you can ride on the wrong side of the road on Jackson when it's about to be Austin Peak.
I can see
You
you
know,
driving. No, you're not supposed to be, but there have been instances where people were driving on the wrong that I've seen on the wrong side of the road.
but the white guy that hit her, he tries to claim that he was innocent, try to get out of it. No, dude, you was drunk.
Sir, you're
You
pretty.
was drunk. Hence proves my theory about when you're relaxed and you get hit by a car, your survival rate is higher than if you're tensed up.
Mm.
Because when you're drunk, you all kind of relaxed. He didn't have nothing had happened to him. And that impact. Okay.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. All right. So TV news or movie news, we do have a couple of things. Will Smith is to play Nicky Barnes, who was featured in American Gangster. If you don't know or not familiar with the movie American Gangster, it starred Denzel Washington as he played or portrayed the real life of drug drug kingpin. I cannot remember the kingpin's name right now. It's gonna come to me.
Frankie something.
Him. I'm gonna get it right one day. Well, Nikki Barnes was portrayed by Cuba Gooding Jr. in that movie. Well, his life was pretty interesting. So they're going to do a biopic on Nikki Barnes, and I'm interested in seeing this. I think Willa do a good job. He bodied the performance of Richard Williams, who is the
Frank
father.
Lucas. Frank Lucas.
That's who it was. He Denzel Washington played Frank Lucas. He bodied the role of Richard Williams, who is the father of Serena and Venus. And if y'all have not seen King Richard on HBO Max, make sure y'all watch that.
You got 3 more days.
3 more days for what? King Richard?
Before it goes off of HBO Max.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah. So y'all got 3 days to catch it. If you have not caught it, I missed Doom, so I have to wait till Doom comes out again over on the HBO because I sure missed it. I tried to watch it, I went to sleep on it. But make sure y'all check this out. Once we get some movie release dates for this, we will make sure that we share that with you guys. Also, Regina King is slated to play Shirley Chisholm. You guys know Shirley Chisholm, I think, was the first Black woman to run for president of the United States. She did a lot in politics. Respect the sister so much. Regina King is playing Shirley herself in a biopic entitled Shirley. So I'm interested in seeing it. And make sure y'all check it out. Like I said, once we get more details on it, I don't know if they got a release date on this one or not. I'm trying to see. And it's gonna be based on the presidential campaign that she launched in 1972. It's the first, and then she was America's first Black congresswoman.
Have you ever seen it? It was on Hulu, Miss America.
I couldn't get through the whole series. I got what was going on, but I never finished it, and I have to.
Okay.
I have to.
But I know they featured Shirley Chisholm.
Shirley Chisholm on there. It was Shirley Chisholm was played by Crazy Eyes, I think. If I'm not mistaken, Uzo, I cannot pronounce her name. That's why I call her Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black. Uzo Aduba. I think I pronounced that right. I could be very, very wrong. I think it's who plays Shirley Chisholm on that series. I could be very wrong, and somebody correct me on this post. If you watch this later, make sure you correct me if I'm wrong. But I think that's who played her. I didn't get to that part where they got to.
Yeah, you're right. Uzo Abuda.
Okay. I didn't get to that part yet. Yeah, I didn't get to that episode yet where they featured her. I was on like the first couple of episodes, and I just never went back to it. But I will be binge watching some stuff as I sit around the house and wait on Christmas gifts to arrive to my home. And then I'm gonna also be buying things for the kids, like the video games and stuff. But I got the big stuff they asked for already ordered.
Excuse me.
I want you guys to have a Merry Christmas, a very, very, very Happy New Year. Make sure while you guys are on break, get caught up on It's On and the Size Up over on our YouTube channel, the Size Up Official Podcast. Make sure y'all like, hit the notification bell, and subscribe and share. We need to get our followers up over there on the YouTube, so make sure y'all are following us. And you guys know when we get ready to go live again. We are going to take a little break between now, and we will be back on the 9th for the Size Up and the 10th for It's On. So make sure y'all check it out, and make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel so that you will get the notification when we go live. Make sure y'all do that. I'm super excited for the new year. I cannot wait. This Is Us is coming back. We got a couple of new shows coming out to the Grand Crew, which is hilarious. I
gotta watch the first 2 episodes.
It is so funny.
Okay, have you started watching Real Housewives of Miami on Peacock?
No, I didn't watch them to begin with. Is it good?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't watch them to begin with. So
You know, Larsa, aka the former Mrs. Scottie Pippen.
oh, she on there.
Yeah. She was on the first she was on the first season, and she didn't return for the other season. Then she's back.
She ain't got no choice. She ain't
Yeah.
got no money. I'm
And
sorry.
they talking about how she tried to be like Kim K.
That's accurate. That's
And
pretty accurate.
her butt job was
She too old for that though. You too old for that. You are old maid now. Like what? Explain to me what you're doing. You're too old for that.
And this is my thing. You're not gonna be young forever. You're gonna be old.
Now.
So hold on, but listen. I'm talking about to the people that get their butts done. Have you thought about what you're gonna look like when you get old?
She's gonna have to keep that up.
I don't think when you wrinkly in your 70s, you want to keep up a fake butt.
She closer to 70 than she is to 50. So
like some of the people in Escape. In another 20 years, how you gonna end up looking? I just needed to come and folks be like, well, you can stop, you can say that because you got a butt. Yes, I do. I was blessed with one. Thank you, Lord. And if I wasn't, guess what? I still wouldn't have done that. I'll probably do some exercises.
I mean, it's things that you can do that's not invasive.
Mm-hmm.
Say, for instance, when we were talking about the laser stuff, I'm open to doing that. I want my fat gone.
I need my fat gone.
I'm super open to doing the laser stuff. I am. I'm open to it because I'm tired of just in the exercise. Today I walked from a parking garage to a hospital building and I was out of breath. Completely and totally. I had to catch my breath at the door before I went in to stand in the line like the club. It was a long line to get into the hospital. Ridiculous. So, like I said, make sure you guys are subscribed to everything. I hope we get some more followers in 2022. We're trying to monetize this thing. That's what we want to do. So we want to make sure that we have the followers, the listeners, the support behind what we got going on to make sure that we're doing that. And we want to bring great content. So if you have any ideas, any comments, you want to join in, come in on a live video, join in on the show. We like the feedback, we like the conversation, we love the interaction. So make sure you guys are checking us out. And we out. That's it. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa,
Merry Christmas. Ooh, and a groovy New Year. We wish you Merry Christmas.
And a happy
Yeah.